And we're here again. It's the blurksick podcast. Hi, what's going on, people? I'm Frank. Jake with legs is here.
I'm here.
Sam's here.
I'm here.
So excited. Zoe's here.
No response from the dog.
Nice try. Jake, it's been a while since I've seen you. Glad you're here, man.
Yeah, it's been a while. Haven't been able to make it up.
Something was wrong with your car? Is that what was happening?
Yeah. Clutch cable went out on the car. Real sweet.
Is that an expensive thing?
Yes it
The
was.
clutch cable? Was any of it covered under anything?
It probably was, but I wasn't going to take it to the place that would have covered it because they suck.
I remember talking about getting a new car, and like you go through the whole process. You get the new car. You agree, like, you're going to pay this much money for it for this many months, right? And you think everything's said and done. And then all of a sudden they take you in that little room with like that hot girl. And then she tries to convince you that you need a warranty or some shit. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
I've never had that happen. It's always been the same salesperson has sold it.
Do I need this? You know what I'm talking about, right, Jake?
I do, but it wasn't a hot girl.
It wasn't?
No, it's the same salesperson.
Well, I had a salesperson that sold me the car that took me out on the test drive in it, and then another separate guy to do the paperwork.
See, I've always had the same guy do all of it.
Well, the guy I had that was selling me the car was a new guy, apparently.
Oh,
they pawned
so
him
he
off
didn't
onto
know.
me.
Yeah.
But they're trying to set you up to get like the extended warranty or whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah. No, you want to know? So when I got my car,
Yeah.
I was in Texas, right? And I paid the extra $2,000 for all this extra stuff that they were going to do. And it included 7 free oil changes and tire rotations and all kinds of stuff with this. And I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a great deal, right? So 2 weeks later, Jimmy decides, hey, let's move to Ohio. And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. And then like a month later, we're moving to Ohio.
Yeah.
So I go in and talk to him, and that deal is not transferable to any other Mazda. So I can't get it in this state.
Those sons of bitches.
And I can't get my money back. And I obviously can't get 7 oil changes done right now because that's just moronic. So they worked it out, and they gave me an oil change and a tire rotation, and Jimmy's car an oil change and a tire rotation. But that's all they could do. And they shouldn't have even done his car because it wasn't a Mazda. It was that Crapalier.
Yeah. Cavalier?
And
Didn't
I was so pissed.
Didn't you have something go wrong with your car that your warranty covered?
I had 2 things that go wrong with my car that the warranty covered. It was the first thing was the high pressure fuel pump, which in itself, just for me to buy it, even working in the parts industry, is $800.
Well, at least it was covered.
To put it in would be a lot more.
But it was only covered because you took the warranty thing.
Yes, I have the extended warranty.
That's fucked up, because I remember calling you and telling you not to take it.
Yes,
to cancel
you did
that
tell
shit.
me that.
I'm like, don't do that. Cancel that. That's stupid.
Good thing I didn't listen to you.
That's a good thing. No, yeah, you're right. No, but
I even got the tire protection on mine, and it covered
tire protection.
Yeah, and
That's
it covered.
thing?
Yeah, and it covered it when I ran over that 4-inch bolt.
Ooh, so it paid for your tire?
Yeah, it paid for my new tire. And the guy that pulled it out said that I needed to play the lottery because this shouldn't have happened.
Oh, okay.
It was a bolt. It wasn't a screw. It wasn't sharp on the end. Like.
Oh no, okay. It was flat. It was a bolt.
Yeah, you remember it, right?
Bolts are flat.
Yeah.
Anything go in your tire when it's at least got a point. I had one of the guys working for me. He had a plastic piece of a bumper. It punctured his car, and when he had to go get it serviced, they took it out of there. It was probably about 2 inches long. It's a piece of plastic.
Yeah. Mine made my car jump. So after I rolled over it, my car, every time the tire rolled, would be like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh my God, I need to get my car towed. What's wrong? I still have it. I'll go get it.
You have it? You
I
gotta
have
go
it.
get
Yes, I kept it.
She kept this piece of destruction memories.
All right. You remember my first car, right? The one that I bought from California?
Yeah,
remember that big bitch?
Denali?
Yeah, that fucking big ass GMC Denali.
You bought that right out, didn't you? Like you didn't have payments on it?
No, I did have payments on it.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like a $30,000 vehicle.
It was a nice car, though.
It was. We drove it except for the wobble. You remember the wobble?
Yeah.
Oh, my tires. The tires were not.
That.
Oh, holy shit! You still got it. It's a full-on bullet. You're right. It's not sharp at all.
No, it's not broken. There's nothing wrong with it. They have no idea how it got in my tire, and that was the only thing sticking out. Was the end.
The full thing was in there?
The full thing.
It's like,
all the way through.
This is like 3 inches long.
Yeah. It's like 4.
It's 4 inches. But it's...
Alright, whatever.
Definitely can puncture a tire no problem.
How?
It's rubber.
I mean, it's got to be like... It had to have been like this, and my tire had to have, like, picked it up. Like, but I was going this way. So I, like, picked it up and, like...
It's like, I don't know, your standard, what you would imagine a bolt to look like.
I don't see this, like, happening.
And it
Normally it's a screw.
It does not have a sharp point at the end at all. And she's got it in a little envelope. That's nice.
Yes, and the envelope says, the bolt that took out Sam's car.
So I was telling Jake about the first car I bought when I was still in the military. It was a
Denali.
big GMC Denali.
Okay.
It was a big black...
dildo
drive dildo.
4-wheel drive dildo. That's
big black.
Big black dildo. I remember, like, I agreed to buy the car I was going to pay for. It was like it was $30,000 vehicle I was buying, and I thought I agreed to everything, and then they got me in that little room, and this bitch was talking about, like, the extended warranty or whatever, and I was terrified. No one ever told me about this. I'm like, fuck, do I need this? Do I need this? Do I need this?
Oh, yeah, they make it sound like it's like you need it.
They make it sound like it's so important.
Something's gonna go wrong. Like, why are you selling me a car that I need to worry about everything breaking?
I got all quiet and kind of, introverted. And I remember she just kept repeating the same thing over and over and then pointing at the thing she had, like, on the table.
Yeah.
The pictures. And eventually I was like, okay, I guess. And she was probably like, jackpot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll go commission off.
God damn it.
I worked my price down so hard on my car. Like, I got it down to $13,000. I mean, this dude, like, it was 2011 and it was 2012, but it was still new. So they were really trying to push it out. And he let me take it on an extended test drive overnight. Like, I took it back the next day, and he was like, well, I can give it to you for, $14,500 or $15,000 or $16,000 or whatever the case was. And I was like, no, I'm only paying $13,000 for it. And he was like, well, I can't do that. My boss won't let me. I said, okay, I'm sorry. I'm only paying $13,000 for it. So if you can make that happen, then great, we can talk. And I left. And then he called me back the next day and was like, all right, this car's leaving tomorrow. It's on the truck. It's going to be taken. I said, okay, can you get it to me for $13,000? He said, I don't know. And I was like, well, get it for me for $13,000. Like, you're gonna get rid of it anyway. Just make some money off of it at least. So he got it down to $13,000, and I was so excited. I was so proud of myself, right? I'm like, yes, I won. And then by the end of it, it was like $16,500. Yeah. With all the warranties and the taxes and all the shit. Yeah. And I was like, fuck you. You got it back up where you wanted it to the 16. I did not win.
They would have made more off of it if you didn't drop it down, just because they would have got you for the original price and on top of what they already sold you with the taxes and all that.
I know.
Well, technically, they still got to make money off it or it's not profitable for them.
Yeah, I know. Which is why I was pushing so hard. Jimmy was so mad at me, man.
I'm not much of a negotiator. I'm not going to argue that long at all.
I totally
I'm not
did.
Either. Well, in some cases I am an argumentative person, but apparently I wasn't that argumentative when I got this damn car. It's really fucking you right now.
Why?
I just paid $600 to get 2 cables put in.
How old is the car?
11.
Did you buy it in 2011? When did you buy it?
Last year.
Ouch. Okay, so you just bought it last year, and is this the first problem it's had?
No, it's a BMW though. I knew what I was getting into financially by getting it, but it's still ridiculous.
Yeah, Jimmy's Buick was like that, man. Like, as soon as we took it off the lot, it was problem after problem after problem. It was horrible, which is why I got a new car this time.
Do you know what I hate is when people post stuff about Ford or Chevy. Like, people who drive Fords, they're faggots or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
found on road dead or something.
Yeah, all that crap. Who's even that committed to a certain car? Like, are they really that different? Like,
yeah, a lot of people
Americans.
are.
What the fuck is your problem?
No, there's a lot of people that are.
I really hate those annoying.
My grandpa's one of those people.
Those annoy the shit out of me.
He told my aunt that he wasn't gonna pay for her wedding if she didn't buy an American car.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Oh.
Old timers don't like when you're buying foreign cars because they didn't get worked on here nobody here made money for them.
Yep. You know what else I don't like?
What?
When people decorate for Christmas the day after Halloween. You guys suck.
She was waiting to bring that up for you guys. She really wanted to. She's very upset about it.
I know. Thanksgiving hasn't even happened. Like, I decorate on Black Friday. Like, that is my tradition. Black Friday, Thanksgiving's over, time for Christmas. Right? You get a little over a month because I don't take it down till after New Year's. You know, because it's supposedly bad luck.
That's it?
Yeah.
Our family tradition when I was a kid was put it up in like mid-December. It was never like any time before that.
Yeah.
My mom loves decorating.
She does.
Way
and
too
she
much.
has so much crap to decorate with.
Yeah, like that, how you exaggerated that is right. She has so
much.
much.
It's like Christmas threw up in the house.
It is like Christmas threw up.
It's like
With
every
little
holiday
snowmen.
threw up at that house.
I know.
Yeah.
I love her decorating though. Minus the giant Easter eggs that she had that almost knocked me out when I was younger.
Why would they knock you out? What are you talking about?
Those big giant ceramic heavy Easter eggs she used to have on the mantle.
No, I don't remember.
Okay, well, I broke one because I was trying to get your rope that's hanging in the living room. They have like a climbing rope in their living room.
I had that rope put up there before I joined the Marine Corps so I could practice climbing so I could get stronger.
Yes, well, I tried to get it down so I could climb it because TJ told me I couldn't and I wanted to prove him wrong.
Oh, right, of course.
I was a little bit too short to actually get it down, so I'm like swiping at it, you know, and hitting, trying to get it to go. And then it came down and it hit the egg, and then the egg fell and smashed on my head. And then I, like, almost blacked out. It hurt really bad.
That's
Wait,
funny.
Frank, what year did you join into the military?
It was like October 2006.
I moved here
So
in 2006, in March 2006.
This rope that they were talking about is still hanging in the living room since then.
Yes, it is.
Nobody wanted to get up there to take it down.
Nope. And Frank hasn't even done it, so he is just leaving it there.
Honestly, I don't think I can even climb it again.
How did you use a ladder to get it up there the first
Fuck,
time?
I don't remember. You know, probably a ladder and maybe some scaffolding. You know, we built that house ourselves. So when I was a kid, I was more of a fucking monkey, dude. I was climbing all over that bitch. On the beams, on the roof, on the house. I was all over the place, putting up shingles and drywall and shit. I was way more agile and, like, able to climb on shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not like now. Now I can't do...
Old age has caught up with him.
I used to love climbing, and then we tried to climb a tree last year with Logan, and it's like I woke up the next day and I was sore. Like, I was like, oh my god, why does my chest hurt? What happened? Am I having a heart attack? Oh wait, no, that's just because I tried to climb a tree yesterday.
I don't think you Jake, you weren't really around when we were building the house, were you?
When you and I first met, they had it, like the base put in and some of the framing up.
Did you ever you seen it when it was like kind of naked?
Yeah.
I didn't.
We did go in and you were really excited when I came over the first time and you wanted to show it to me. But yeah, that was it still had its framing up. They didn't have the walls or anything.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting at the time.
Now you're not so excited because you had to put too much work into it?
There's a lot of work into it. I remember...
It's still a great house.
This is going to be negative and make me seem like I'm complaining. But I remember my parents were talking about... we moved to Perry and they're like, Perry's such a harder school. His grades are declining. I'm like, oh, is it the hardest school or is it the fact that you want me to go to school and then come home and work on the fucking house?
They were putting child labor.
Yeah, they totally were. Get them.
Perry does have good schools, though. I remember when I first came to Perry, and I was like, holy crap, this school is amazing. I love it.
I thought the same thing.
Except for the fact that I thought their classes were really easy. Like, they were so different from the classes that I had to take. So when I went to Perry, they were like, oh, you need biology, which I was like, chemistry. I was terrified because chemistry was not a required class. And it was really, really hard in my school. And this one was like a 9th grade class, and it was just super easy. You were able to use the periodic chart with every test. Like, it was super easy.
I got a test of that. Chemistry was really easy, and I loved it until I went and be stupid, and then I had the chemistry 1, and then I took chemistry 2 my freshman year. Barely passed that.
Yeah. My chemistry class was full with all boy 9th graders, and I was in 11th grade, and it was just annoying. It was horrible.
I could see that, but I wouldn't be in that position. Most of the...
Yeah, I took biology, whatever the least amount of class I need to take. Chemistry 1, maybe, I don't know. I just
have taken biology.
I just squeaked by.
And then I did, my English was weird too. So my English, ours was in a different order. So I needed to take 10th and 11th grade English versus 11th and 12th. So I didn't have to do a senior project, which was great. But I started in the 11th grade English. And then in my senior year, I was in 10th grade English, which made me feel really stupid. Like, why are you in 10th grade English and a senior? Because your system's wrong.
Who is that one English teacher?
Miss Hunter. That's the only one I remember.
There was many of them, Frank. Which one are you trying to describe?
That one.
It's that one chick.
That one chick.
I swear to God, she started off kind of hot.
When we were in middle school or high school?
High school.
Miss Hunter was in high school.
You're thinking of Miss Hunter.
She was in the army.
And she's crazy as shit.
Yeah.
And she slammed the door and broke it.
Yeah.
That's Miss Hunter.
Was that Miss Hunter?
She was crazy.
I feel like she started off hot.
And she's the thrust of it, people.
And then she got pregnant. And then she got fat. And not so good.
So judgmental.
Am I right?
At a young age.
Am I right?
No, you're not right.
I never had her as a teacher, so.
You never had her as a teacher?
No.
How is that possible? Was there another English teacher?
Yeah. I can't remember their names right now because most of the time I slept in their class.
Fuck you! No, we weren't in that class together or something.
Didn't we were in like every math class together and everything like that. We weren't.
I remember a math class we were in. Was it geometry? And the people that sat in front of us were two chicks, and this one chick's thong would always hang out. She would always be bending over. Do you remember what I'm talking about? She would always be like bending over the desk to the front person. You can always see her fucking thong hanging out.
I think that was most girls in high school.
Oh God, I love that.
All the guys did.
Can't help it.
That was the reason why they did it.
Is that why they did it?
Yeah.
I couldn't stop getting boners when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Don't call on me.
Adolescence.
For no reason.
No, I watched a video on it, and it was like making fun of puberty, and it was like girls complaining about their period and guys complaining about like random boners, like, oh, I got a boner in third period today, you know, and wearing the backpacks on the front and shit.
Totally.
It used to be fun. Like, me and my friends, we were kind of mean, but we used to like try and mess with the guys to make them get boners in the middle of school and embarrass them.
That is
because
fucked
it
up.
was funny.
That is fucked up.
It's fucked up.
You had some fucked up fun going on right now. It's not funny. That is horribly embarrassing. Like the same thing if you had your period and some guy's pointing it out in the middle of class.
That'd be awful.
Well,
someone point out my boner. That'd be awful.
Yeah, well, it's awful when guys sit there and tell you that because you're yelling at them for grabbing your ass, you're on your period, which is pretty typical in high school as well.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can't do any of that because I was not a female in high school. So and not one now.
I remember.
Are you sure? You weren't
pretty positive. I'm gonna go pee right now, so I'm gonna find out. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Sit down.
Just pee out the door. Don't slam the door.
I remember there was a class, in an English class or something. Sometimes we get time because they'd want us to read a book or some shit, and like just read through the chapters, and you can do that. It's fine. And then instead of reading, I would just like fantasize about stuff and get boners. Like I didn't even totally want to. My mind just like is like fuck this book and just drifted, right? Because at a certain age, so many hormones running through me. It's just I can't help it.
Yep. Like I'm so glad that I didn't have a girl because I don't want to deal with the girl thing and the slut phase and the bitch phase and the I hate you phase. Girls are horrible. But I also, like, I'm not super excited about this boy phase where he's going to be in his room jerking off 24/7.
He's going to jerk off a lot.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I don't want to walk in on that.
Once he figures it out, he's going to be like, this is amazing.
I know. And at least I don't have to worry about him coming home pregnant.
Coming home pregnant. Jake, when's the first time you jerked off?
Shit. Maybe I was 10. I don't fucking remember.
You were 10? Do you remember the first time you jerked off?
I remember the first time I came.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. When?
It was way too early. It might
What
have
do you
been
mean?
younger than 10.
Okay. Did you already hit puberty at that point?
No, I don't think I did.
How do you... Okay.
You don't have to hit puberty to get a boner.
Well, no, but I mean, I thought to have anything like... I mean, I guess you're I don't know how that works. You're not fertile, right?
I don't
Until
know.
you hit puberty?
I don't know exactly.
I don't know. I didn't take anatomy, so I have no clue.
I have no idea. All I know is I like rubbing my wiener against stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I had this remote control car.
Uh-huh. Oh, jeez.
And the wheels spun. And for some reason, I wanted to put my dick on it. And then I did.
And that didn't hurt?
It didn't hurt.
Oh, okay.
It felt, well, extremely good.
Oh, okay. Do you still use that technique?
No, I don't. But then I remember I held it on there, and I'm like, this is amazing. And then I had an orgasm, and then I thought I peed. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, no. I just peed.
Yeah, that's exactly the feeling I got when I first jacked off. It was interesting. You find new things out when you're touching yourself.
I understand how that happens. Like, just one day, you just start jerking off. Like, I don't even understand.
Well, you get a boner and you don't know what to do with it, but when you're touching it while you have the boner, it feels good.
Bradley punches his.
Well, each to his
We
own,
tell
I
him
guess.
not to all the time. But he gets like, and I mean, granted, they're still young, and he doesn't really do it quite so much anymore. But when he was like 4 or 5, he'd like punch it, and it's like, oh my god, stop! You're gonna hurt it. Just stop. And he like pulls the skin, and he'll like pull it really hard, and I'm like, oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, well,
Logan
nobody's had the
just
birds
kind
and the
of
bees.
sits with his hand in his pants a lot, and I'm like, get your hand out of your pants.
I do that a lot.
And he's like, why? I'm like, because you're not supposed to do that. It's not polite.
I love putting my hand in my pants.
Yeah?
And smelling.
Oh, Travis.
And then smelling my balls.
That's disgusting.
You don't smell your balls?
TMI. No, I can't really say that I
just sit there,
thought about doing it
hand
at
in
all.
your pants and then smell it?
No.
It smells good. No?
It smells good.
It does smell good. You don't smell it. You don't like the smell of your own balls.
Your ball sweat?
Never
Yes.
had put thought to that.
Do you like the smell of your armpits?
No. It's not the same thing. I don't put my hands on my armpits, but when I'm sitting down a lot of times.
Oh my
watching
god, do you
TV,
remember that movie Superstar?
I just
where she would like do that and put her hands in her armpits and squeeze and like.
Unfortunately, I do.
Yes!
I remember
That
the
movie
instance
was
of what
so
you're talking
funny.
about.
It
but I
wasn't
don't
funny.
remember.
And she's
And
like
then she
making out
makes
and
out with
humping
a
a tree.
What the fuck?
I love it.
Well, that's weird. That brings me to a category. There's totally a category of people that want to be closer to nature by having sex
with trees.
It. Yeah. Or at least having objects made of trees to penetrate themselves with. They don't have to be actually like trees, like maybe like a dildo sculpted from like pieces of wood.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure that's what dildos were originally made from. But could you imagine getting a splinter? I mean, I guess you guys don't have that, but like a splinter, I'd be like, oh my god. Like, how would you get that out?
I don't know.
That would be horrible.
It'd be horrible.
You're reaching deep inside to figure out
With
where it is.
I mean, like, ugh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Imagination going, I wouldn't want to be in that
And the
position.
glass ones, they make glass ones? Like,
Ooh, glass ones would work.
yeah, but if that shit broke inside you?
Okay, you don't want it to break, but I mean, they're pretty solid.
Don't
I
be
mean,
so
I
vigorous
hope
then.
so.
What?
I mean, I would hope so.
You don't have any glass items?
No. I'm not going to talk to you about any items that I
Okay,
may or may
okay,
not have.
Okay. I mean, a lot of the adult videos I watch, there's a lot of girls that use glass things. They're safer. They're easily cleaned, and they're really smooth, the way they're made.
Yeah. Could also break into 1,000 shards.
I've never seen one break before, but I mean, I guess it could.
I don't know. I like to think of the worst case scenario on what would happen.
All right. Let's change subjects. I'm tired of talking about dicks.
Dildo talk has gotten Frank a little agitated over here.
You know what? Something
I have another dildo penis question.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you still get embarrassed when you get a random boner?
Not as much. I'm 31. It's like whatever. I can kind of tuck it away or just put more in my pants.
So why was it so embarrassing in high school? Because you didn't know how to handle it? You didn't know how to tuck it?
Yeah, no. I was totally not a confident person in high school. I was a shy, awkward fucking...
Do you put it in your belt? Isn't that what
you
guys do?
You could put it in your waist belt, yeah. Totally.
That's the only logical way to do it.
It totally works that way.
Or just like put it in your pants and just let it go, because then you're like, yeah, what? Look at my giant penis.
No, I didn't have that kind of confidence before, no.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing.
I went to school with this guy, and his nickname was the Mule. Because it was scary big. It was.
I guess there's really hard time trying to hide that in your waist belt, so I guess you might as well flaunt it.
Yeah. No, it was bad. He would show it to everybody because he was super proud. I mean, I would be too if I was him, but
any person would.
He would try to mushroom stand people, you know, all the time.
You can't do that anymore. You get arrested.
Yeah, wow. That's because people are very sensitive now.
Yeah,
it was all just in fun.
Yeah, you can't just Snapchat people pictures.
Yeah, no, you can't do that, especially not to young girls.
You can't just snap. Yeah, it's not
legal girls, but still barely legal.
19-year-old.
Barely legal.
That's still legal.
She's half your age.
Anyways, I was thinking about the. Do you have a credit card with a chip?
I have numerous credit cards.
You try to pay for it, you got to put it in, and then press like a million goddamn buttons.
No, you have to press like 4 buttons.
No, you have to press way more buttons than you used to have to do.
No, you
press
a button and then you sign.
No, you press way more buttons. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You have to press so many goddamn.
Logan checks out for me.
Jake,
he's 5. He knows how to use a credit card machine.
It all depends on what you're using, a credit card or a debit.
You're using a credit card with a chip.
If you're using an actual credit card, you shouldn't have to put a pin in.
No
if
pin.
it's a debit card,
you still have to press several fucking buttons.
You push OK.
No, you have to press.
You sign.
You guys.
Is this price okay?
Confused.
Yes. Sign. Logan does it.
You have to press the button like 5 or 6 fucking times now.
No.
Yes, you do.
Maybe you should get a new credit card.
No,
yeah,
you guys
maybe
are
yours
dumb.
is bad.
No, mine is not bad. Mine is up to date. I was trying to say that these chips are not worth it. It's not more security, okay? My credit card's only been stolen over the internet, and that's because I gave it to them. Because
you're stupid. No, actually, credit cards are not secure at all. That's why they all have fraud protection. They're not secure at all. Like, people can just go and enter in a random number.
Have you ever got your credit card stolen?
No, but Jimmy has.
Have you ever got your credit card stolen, Jimmy?
I have not.
I kind of had it stolen, but it wasn't quite stolen. So it's like I signed up for this thing, but I didn't realize it was going to cost money.
It happened to me twice.
And they ended up charging me like $90 a month, and I didn't realize it for like 4 months. And so then I told the credit card company that they took it without my permission, and I got it all back.
I haven't run into any of those situations, so normally when I give my credit card information out, I know what I'm paying for.
I accidentally
going to be on the internet.
I accidentally ordered Jimmy a new credit card. That happened. So we were looking up credit cards, and I was applying to see like what limits we could get and kind of comparing them. And normally it has like, you know, this is what we're going to offer, accept or decline. And so I've been declining them, and then one came in the mail, and I was like, oh, apparently you have a new credit card that I may have set up for you. Sorry. He's like, well, why did you? I was like, just cancel it. He's like, I can't now. Now it'll impact my credit if I cancel it. I'm like, even though you don't use it? I was like, yes. I was like, oh, well, now we have another one.
Which is fine. It helps your credit when you use it, but only use it, pay it off. Use it once in a while, use a gas.
You can buy glass dildos.
We're back to that.
We're back to that. I thought you wanted to change subjects from that.
Frank had to go back.
I was trying to be funny.
I'm not going to do that. Me and Gabby were talking about sexual stuff today, which is kind of strange.
We talk about the web that's going on up here?
Please don't.
It is awesome because the string that they have for the fan that's being pulled by the web.
That's fine. You can go back to whatever you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So me and Gabby were talking about sexual things today.
Like what?
Like
things in your butt?
No.
Things in somebody's butt?
No.
What?
No butts
well,
came up.
What?
About
you brought it up.
I regret that decision.
Go ahead.
About like having sex and head and that. And by the way, you a-hole.
Whoa! What?
It's getting interesting.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen.
Frank is drunk one night texting me.
Normally,
and he just gets stuck on his same topic: feet.
Yes.
So I combat that with I'm like
about?
Shoulder, arm, hand, leg.
Why?
I said head,
That's
and
dumb.
he said yes, please. And I said, go to bed, Frank. You're drunk. It's not appropriate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You probably don't.
Drunk Frank is horny, so he just texts people and things go sideways.
I was like, no, Frank. Go to bed. You are drunk. Bad Frank.
Prove it. I was just kidding. Put it back. No one cares.
Can't prove it on a non-video podcast.
So we were talking about, sex and head and how Joe makes her give him head all the time.
We're talking making.
Not like making, but like
suggesting,
strongly suggesting, and how that both people need to get a release versus just one person, like that's not fair.
Totally,
like,
I would agree with
leave,
that.
just do that and then
call
leave her all hot and bothered. So she says she gets blue waffles. Which is really weird. I've never heard that expression.
Don't Google it. Do not Google blue waffle.
Why?
Do not.
I'm assuming it doesn't come up with food coloring waffles.
It does not.
No.
It's not good.
No. I never heard that expression. Is that a common thing?
I've never heard it either, so.
Okay.
I don't know if it's
Frank, you're the
have you ever
freak
gotten
here.
blue waffles? Though?
No, I am the freak. But
that's the question.
But
have I?
Yes.
I've never known the expression.
Blue waffle. Like, because we get blue balls,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure at some point I have. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
You would know. It's very specific. When I get blue balls, it's like, oh, fuck, my dick. Oh, God. And then it's like to get up, it's like slow. And you get it very slow.
Yeah.
Because I can't have my balls knock into my leg at all.
Typically, when I'm horny, and I'm at that point, like I get my release. Like I'm a female, okay, so I don't have to deal with this stuff you guys have to deal with.
She's working on it. She don't care.
If I want to, it's pretty easy to get.
Pretty easy to get. Fucking bitch. God damn it. It's not easy for me to get.
That's because you're awkward.
Whatever. What is this episode called? The sex episode? Because I feel like we're talking about.
This is definitely the sex episode because you haven't. We tried veering off the situation and then you brought it back in. Anyway,
your mom told me that she wished her
that
boys.
Ran mom in.
She wished her boys got normal girlfriends, and why you guys couldn't get normal girlfriends. And I told her because your sons are weird. And she looked at me and just started laughing. She was like, yeah, they are kind of weird. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, Jimmy's weird too. He just got lucky.
Totally got lucky.
I don't know, because I'm pretty normal. And then Michelle laughed at me. That was that.
Mm-hmm.
Some evil stares going on right now, guys. I don't even know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either.
Here, we got some glasses over here. Let's see what they look
Those are mine. Aren't they cute?
I thought didn't I put your glasses on once before?
I don't know.
And they're absolutely nothing.
No, they're very weak. No, I have trouble seeing close up. I use them for puzzles.
I can see that. There is an actual puzzle
We
sitting
put
to my
a
left.
puzzle together. Hey, do you remember?
Hey!
Last week, I bought us.
I don't remember.
Crab legs.
Yes. Last week, we had crab
shit.
legs and steak and baked potatoes. And it was amazing. And you missed out. Sorry, Jake.
Every time.
Next time we'll invite you. Do you like crab legs?
Do you like crab legs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Next time we'll totally invite you because Jimmy won't eat them.
We ate.
What?
Yeah, he doesn't like them.
I ate so many.
We had 4 pounds.
She commented to me at the end of the night. She's like, "Wow, you didn't get super wasted." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, that's crazy." But really, it was because probably I ate so much food, it just wasn't possible.
Maybe, yeah. We bought 4 pounds, and then we ate all 4 pounds. And at the end, there was like 5 legs left, and 3 of them were claws. And I was like, "That's it. I'm done. I can't do anymore. I'm tapping out. I'm done. You gotta eat the rest."
I finished it off because I'm
a
champion. We went to Sam's Club, which was a fucking mistake on my part.
So I called him that day, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Sam's Club to get the crab legs. Do you want to come?" And he's like, I mean, I just woke up. I was like, "Well, that's fine. I'm not gonna leave for like an hour." He was like, "Okay, sure." And then he was like, "Oh my God, there's so many people. Why are there so many people?" I'm like, "Dude, it's Sam's Club."
Have you been to Sam's Club? Dude, fuck that place. Like, I walk in that place and
no, not fuck. It's amazing. So the food is so cheap at their restaurant. So we got pizza and a pretzel and cheese and drinks
destroy us
for less than $5. Okay, and then we walk around and there's like sampling everywhere. And granted, we were like 20 minutes early because nobody was like. There was only like 4 people that were ready with their samples. So that kind of sucked.
There was one thing that really got me though. I don't want to be super negative on this, but it's going to make me sound negative, and I don't want to,
He sounds negative all the time.
Say that you're stupid. But she wanted to get a free cookie or whatever. So like what do? You scan your card or whatever that shit is?
Yeah.
And the fucking thing makes you watch an advertisement for like Oreos or whatever before you can get the goddamn cookie.
It's a 30-second ad.
I've seen this.
You watch 30-second ads on your phone all the time.
This is insane. I watch ads to get free coins for a game I'm playing with. They're actually watching ads to get a free cookie. It just seemed...
It was 2 cookies, and it was for a 5-year-old that wanted cookies, and it keeps him occupied and happy, and it's free.
To me. It
cost 30 seconds of my life.
It seemed insane to me.
It's still a smart ploy by
Is this the goddamn future?
Yes.
People fighting in Vietnam are like, I wonder what the future's going to be like. Oh, we watch virtual reality to get a free cookie. Like, what the fuck?
All the other samples you didn't have to watch videos for. I was so upset, though, because they had asparagus and bacon, and I've never eaten asparagus, and I really wanted to try it before I bought it.
You've never eaten asparagus?
No.
Never?
No.
Never?
No.
I ate asparagus once, and then the next day I took a piss, and I'm like, why does my piss smell so terrible? And I was like, oh, right, I ate a bunch of asparagus.
So, it doesn't change your pee.
No. It totally changes the smell of your pee.
It does change the smell of your pee, but only if you eat just asparagus. If you don't have like a meat or anything going with it, yes, it's going to smell a little bit, but not heavily to where you're going to remember.
I ate a steak and asparagus and mashed potatoes, and it was clearly...
Did that have anything to do with all the alcohol you consumed that evening?
No, it was the asparagus.
Okay.
I don't think alcohol makes your pee smell weird.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make it smell weird.
But it makes you dehydrated.
Oh, well, that's true.
It was the asparagus. Don't let them confuse you.
Okay. So I've never tried asparagus. And so I was super excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to try asparagus because we're trying to broaden our vegetables in our house and get Logan more, apt to eating vegetables. And she was like, oh, it's going to be 20 minutes. And I was like, well, fuck that. I'm not waiting 20 minutes for a piece of asparagus. So I went and bought asparagus, and I'm making it either tomorrow or Monday. I haven't decided.
Like fresh asparagus?
Yes.
I've been cooking.
A little bit of salt, pepper, and butter. Put it inside of a folded thing of foil. Put it in the oven for maybe 20-25 minutes. Let it cook.
Does Jay cook himself? Do you cook?
Do you like asparagus?
Yes, I eat asparagus. It is awesome.
Do you cook yourself?
Oh, good. Okay.
Fresh asparagus is really good.
Text me that, okay? But I also have another recipe for DiGiorno.
Right. Asparagus. Well, if you're trying to make
what else do you cook?
A lot of things. I haven't cooked anything recently.
Oh,
if that's what you're trying to go with.
Recently, I cooked steak and chicken.
And steak.
Recently, since I've been broke since my car, I've been cooking a lot of ramen noodles. He's going to have a heart attack
by the time he's 37 because he eats steak like 4 days a week.
But the steak isn't that bad for you. It's what you put on it.
No, it's the red meat. The red meat is going to cause you to have a heart attack.
Salt, pepper, coconut oil.
And he eats them rare.
Pepper, coconut oil. It's medium rare.
Medium rare.
It's medium rare. The outside is definitely
charred,
crispy.
Yeah, but the inside is not.
That's the point. That's medium rare.
It's just cholesterol.
I mean, I like mine medium, but I mean, you're totally gonna have a heart attack before you're 40.
No,
you should probably start taking baby aspirin now.
Fuck. No, I'm not taking anything.
You eat steak every day.
I have not been eating steak every day. I ate steak.
I talked to him for like a week, right? Like every day for some reason. He called me like every day after work because of interviews or whatever he was doing. And I was like,
"You're my only friend. Why are you complaining? I don't call anyone else. I either call Jake or I call you.
I'm not complaining.
Or I call Jake. No, you don't want me to call you.
I'm not complaining. I love that you call me. I'm so excited that you call all the time. I love it. I love talking to you.
These two people, the only people I fucking call.
Anyways, so every night I was like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "I'm driving home. I'm gonna go make steak for dinner." And I'm like, "Dude, when are you gonna bring me a steak and cook me steak?" "Oh, I don't know." And then the next day, "What are you doing?" "I'm having steak." "You're having steak again?" "Well, I had, a 3-pack, and so I had one left over, and yada, yada, yada." And the next day, "What are you doing?" "I'm eating steak." I'm like, do you eat anything other than steak? For real.
Hey, people used to work on the farms. That's all they ate.
I'm a goddamn
steak.
I'm a carnivore. I'm a carnivore.
He didn't even cook it for me. He didn't even cook the steak.
Okay.
I had to cook it. I had to cook it myself. And the crab legs.
I wanted the goddamn crab legs more than anything, alright?
So he still owes me steaks.
Crab legs.
By the way, so I totally took advantage of him last weekend though. So I told the weekend before he gave me a $25 gift card. He was like, "Here, go buy crab legs," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna need like $50 more because they're pretty expensive."
They are.
And so he gives me the gift card, and he's like, "Okay, I'll give you $50." And then I told him to come to Sam's Club with me, so he just paid for it. And I was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead and pay for it, and I'll give you your gift card back, right?"
I paid like
and then
$64.
He paid $64. And then we went to Walmart, and I was like, "Okay, I'll get the stuff at Walmart." And I spent like $15-20 at Walmart for like the onion and the mushroom and whatever else we got there, and the potatoes. And then I gave him the gift card, and I was like, I might have used it like once or twice. He was like, "There was only $10 left on it." I was like, "Oh,
$7.
$7." I was like, I went to Taco Bell and I went to Walgreens. That's it. That's all I used it for.
2 times. What do you expect? It's only $25.
So I was like, okay, all right. So I totally owe you like $10. My bad. I'm sorry, but I totally took advantage of it.
But Frank got 5 of it back tonight.
Yes, he got 5 back tonight because Jake was a jerk.
They tried setting me up. I don't know what is happening when I walked in the door, but I wasn't playing the game.
Which indeed made you play the game and made me lose. Therefore, you suck.
Yeah, well, I had to choose sides. Didn't want to do it, so I played partial the game.
How about I read this article where there's these kids wearing matching Incredibles outfits.
Yes, we almost bought some the other day.
Incredibles outfits. Okay, so
they wear pajamas, and Jimmy was like, "Yeah, we could totally do that." I'm like, "You would seriously wear like family pajamas?" He was like, "Yes," and I was like, "Yes, let's do it."
It's November 3rd right now, and we're Halloween just happened, but
now they're on sale.
The point of it was this guy and this girl were wearing it, and the guy's like, "Oh my god, we look like Mr. and Mrs. Incredible," and the chick shut him down, and she's like, "No, we're more like the brother and sister, whatever their names are. I don't remember what their names are."
Ouch. Friend zone.
Friend zone like a motherfucker.
I love those. I mean, they're mean, but they're pretty funny. Those
they are funny.
The text chains and stuff, on Facebook or iFunny or whatever you watch that have it where it's taking them back to the friend zone. It's hilarious. I feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, it's too funny.
Only because you sit in the position that you're at.
You're right. So I actually had a friend of mine that I totally threw back in the friend zone unintentionally. He asked me out, and I laughed at him. And I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
Recently?
No, God, no. I've been married for a couple years now. No, this was when I was in high school.
I've been married for 2 years. What are you talking about?
I said a couple. We've been together for 10. This was back in high school. Anyways. So he asked me out, and so I laughed at him, and he's like, "No, I'm serious," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And came to find out, like, he was actually serious, but we were like so mean to each other that I thought he was just being a dick because I had recently broken up with my boyfriend, and then I felt really bad. I was like, "Oh, so you were actually serious," and I totally just like laughed in your face. Sorry about that.
See, in the same sense, that's what a friend situation does. You guys have been friends for so long, and then you think that obviously something is not what it would be if you were going to be going out. See, if a guy would be courting you, he would be making fun of you on the same instance. Yeah.
I don't think guys court anymore.
That's
whatever.
You said courting. What a fucking nerd.
Have you courted anybody recently?
He was trying to court, the fuck was her name?
I don't even want to say it since you can't remember.
You seriously try to court people? How does that work? How do you court somebody?
I tried to help Sam out. She shut me down.
You tried to help me?
She shut me down.
When did you try to help me?
Earlier, when I told you about there was a competition where you enter to win
a personal preference shut herself down.
Boob job.
Yes, a free boob job, which he neglected to tell me that I had to like show my boobs on their recorded sessions.
You don't have to
the world.
You can cover your nipples.
That doesn't do anything.
You don't have to be
topless. What does that do? What does covering your nipples do?
They gotta look at it. That's the point of the thing.
In the view of a public eye, if you were to be even
the public is stupid. Exactly. First off.
A nipple is the sexual preference.
Is your nipple sexual?
I have a nipple.
Exactly.
Do you need to cover your nipples?
Two of them.
That's what I was trying to get at.
You have really weird nipples.
What's wrong with my nipples?
Frank just showed us his nipples, guys.
What? No,
What's
let me
wrong
see
with
them
them?
again. They're no.
I'm afraid now.
Yeah, no, let me see them. Oh, see, I'm surprised you did that because typically when a guy says something to a girl about her nipples, like she never.
They're regular nipples.
No, they're not. You have
they gotta be harder.
They're like super pink.
Jake, stop touching them.
You have pretty big areolas. That's what they're called, right?
Areolas, yeah.
I thought I said it wrong.
Okay, we all have nipples.
Let me see your nipples.
We all have nipples because we all start out in the womb as females.
That's correct.
That is correct.
Can I see your nipples?
Jake,
can you show us your
flash those nips.
I have a hairy chest.
Jake, flash those nips. Don't be a bitch. Flash those nips.
They're trying to make me take my shirt
off.
Flash
those nips.
Flash.
Woo! Okay, that was a little much. Sorry.
He's very hairy.
He is. You gotta get them perky.
I'm trying.
See, yours are so light.
Who's your better? Who's your better?
Why are we talking about nipples?
I don't know. Let me see.
Who's your better?
Let me see.
All right.
See again.
This is not what normally happens. There's a girl trying to make the guys take their shirt off right now.
Who's your better?
This is weird.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'm just having fun.
Who's your better?
I don't know.
She just made me pull my shirt up so I could show my nipples.
Show your nipples.
Hell no.
Come on.
I'm a female. I'm not allowed to show you my nipples.
I saw that coming in public.
We're not.
You're not seeing my nipples.
Anything.
You're not seeing my nipples. Nice try.
Anyway. I'm trying to get my nipples perky so they can cut glass.
I just want my boob job so I can get my nipples pierced so I can get that chain.
You can get your nipples pierced without a boob job.
No, I can't because I won't show them to anybody.
We need to see those nipples.
See, when you got the boob job, you show them to people, right?
Right.
So you have to show them before and after on the show.
No, you gotta show them before and after.
Quit being so insecure
about them. I will show
them
to the doctor before, and he could take a picture from here to here. And as long as I'm not sitting there without any protection.
Would you be embarrassed if you showed your boobs when they were done?
No. I'd be totally ecstatic. As long as they turned out good and I didn't have like one nipple pointing here and one over here.
See, that's exactly the thing that you'd have to say is that you're embarrassed of what they are now and you don't want to show them and then...
Okay, well, as true as that is that I am embarrassed to show them, I'm not showing you guys because I'm married.
I'm not telling you to show them to me. I'm just saying in the same instance, if you were to go for the boob job that they're offering on the...
Boo! She's never shown me her tits. I'm very sad.
I'm never going to show you them.
One day she will.
Buy me a boob job and you can see
He's
them.
very confident.
What's that, like $3,000?
Like 5.
I think.
You have it.
I have it. I do have that.
You do.
Shit
Buy
just
me a
got
boob
real.
job and you can see them.
No, that's not enough.
You can even touch them.
That's not enough. You do nearly enough for me to spend that much money on your tits.
Come on, all the shit you spent on the internet of not actually physically touching.
Rat Race? When the girl like flashes them and she's got the chains connecting the nipple rings.
No, I don't remember.
Do you know?
Yeah.
I love that. I want that so bad. I want like the chains connecting it.
Let's do that now.
Do what?
I don't know.
Frank is intoxicated. He's had a couple glasses of his tequila. And now he's trying to get girls to take off her clothes. I wasn't satisfying enough for him. My nipples were not good enough.
Yeah, they weren't good. They were hairy. They were gross. I don't like them.
Are you hairy? Do you just shave?
I did shave. I mean, you've seen them. You tell me.
I didn't pay attention to if there was hair around there. Sorry. I'm not really that interested.
I trimmed them.
Jimmy shaves too because he doesn't like the hair. I don't mind it.
I don't use a razor.
I hate when the hair gets caught in between the fibers of the shirt.
Trimmed.
And then
Does that happen?
Yes, it happens a lot. Because like the hairs will go out and then you're just like,
oh, well, your tattoo's covering. Okay, I see a little bit of hair. I see a little bit. They're just so pink. It's just so weird.
That's because
he
shaved it.
No, they're just light anyway. Yours aren't that light.
You're gonna touch.
Oh, now Jake's drunk enough to pee out the door.
Jake tried to touch my nipple. Now he's pink. You gonna touch my nipple?
No.
A little bit.
No.
Nope. Okay.
No thanks. This is definitely gonna be the sex one. That's the most we've talked about sex.
If it's not labeled that, then we got some problems.
He labeled his sober one sober because that was like the only time he wasn't drinking in the show.
I was completely sober then.
I know, but I wasn't. And then he made me feel like an alcoholic.
Why?
I was drinking and he was not. Because Joe tells me I'm an alcoholic and it makes me feel bad.
Yeah. Random. Type do a barrel roll into your Google.
What?
Do a barrel roll.
I don't know what that is.
Do a barrel roll.
I don't know what that is.
Do a barrel roll.
I don't know what that is.
Do a barrel roll.
Can you explain that to me?
It's a non-sexual term.
I still don't know what it is.
Frank, elaborate she'll do it.
Have you ever typed do a barrel roll?
I have not.
What is a barrel roll? Do I scrunch up and
no,
roll around on the ground?
You type it into your Google thing.
I type it into my Google?
I can only imagine that it's someone getting into a barrel and rolling down a hill, but then there's also terms of the same instance.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Oh!
What happened?
My screen did it.
The whole screen flipped, right?
No, not the whole thing, just this part.
Like it did a barrel roll.
Yeah, look, watch.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Well, that's interesting.
Oh my god. That's like an Easter egg.
It is an Easter egg.
That's
they planted
so cool.
that on your phone.
I thought you meant like curl up into a ball and roll around on the ground.
Nope,
See, well, he did say type it in your phone, not actually physically do it.
I didn't hear that part. He just said do a barrel roll, and I said, "What do you
do a barrel roll?"
I just did.
You ever play Star Fox?
What?
Star Fox.
It's not Star Fox.
What is it?
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers.
Isn't that like a Mario thing?
Is
where Star Fox does the barrel roll. It's an actual game. I've never played it.
No. Super Smash Brothers is a Nintendo game that incorporates all the Nintendo characters that can fight, kind of like Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I love those games.
Star Fox is its own game.
I assumed, but I never played it.
God damn.
That's the first game I ever played. TJ tried to get me to play like console games, video games. No.
She's pretending she's touching nipples.
I'm not. I'm doing a controller.
Like big fat tits. She's like working the nipples.
No, I'm doing a controller. So
big fat tits.
And he would get so mad when I would beat him. at Mortal Kombat. And it was hilarious. And I loved it. Because I would just literally button mash. I would be like sitting there like doing this, like button mashing and doing...
I'm dope at Mortal Kombat.
Frank, I fought you in Mortal Kombat. You weren't that good.
Did you win?
I could beat you. I could beat you in Mortal Kombat.
There's no way.
$5. I have a gambling problem.
She's gonna hit AA for gambling problems, guys. Stay tuned next week, maybe.
I just want to win a bet. I never win.
You gotta play bets you can win, not ones that you think you can win. I should have
won. Okay, so I dyed my hair from blonde
Fuck that.
to ebony.
It's very dark.
It's very dark.
Jake's not.
And I was like 3 minutes. I was like, Jake's gonna get here, and within 3 minutes, he's gonna make a comment on my hair. And Frankie was like, no,
my point was,
he doesn't know you that well, and
Jake
he's not even going to notice.
He doesn't. He's not been here that many times.
Jake totally knows me well enough. He's going to totally notice. We stay up. You pass out. You pass out all the time, and we stay up till 4 a.m. talking.
I don't pass out all the time. What the
you pass out every time you're here. What are you talking about? Every time. Every time we have to carry you to bed.
Every time I've been here, I've noticed.
And me and Jake stay up and we talk and we chill and we smoke and we drink and we have fun. And he totally knows that I was a blonde. And so I shot myself in the foot because I didn't have the confidence in Jake that I should have because you got into my head. I shouldn't have said anything, and he probably would have said something, wouldn't you have?
I might have.
What do you mean you might have?
I will not comment on the gambling problem that they have. She tried to make me let her win.
No, so you wouldn't have noticed.
I would have noticed the hair is darker, yes.
So why wouldn't you have said anything?
Because.
You don't like it? Does it look bad?
When I walked in the room.
You know, when a woman changes her hair, you're supposed to say.
Hair.
You're supposed to say, oh my god, you changed your hair. It looks so nice. Even if it looks like shit.
When I walked into a room, there was a bet going on, and I didn't want to be a part of it.
You didn't know there was a bet.
How did you even know there was a bet going on?
Yeah, you didn't even
know.
How
did you even know?
Because when I walked in, she goes, I bet you. And then I walked in, and then all of a sudden.
Oh, you heard me?
Yes. I was outside the door. You weren't that quiet. You weren't that quiet.
Okay.
So.
But if you wouldn't have heard that, would you have said anything?
No.
Why not?
Does it make you feel good if I did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because everybody likes.
She's been blonde for so goddamn long.
I'm a natural blonde. I've been blonde my whole damn life.
That's what I said.
What do you mean?
I said
you said a long time.
For so goddamn long.
For so goddamn. He said you were blonde for so goddamn long.
Yeah.
Which is her whole life, is what she was trying to agree but arguing at the same time.
What color are you now? Is that brunette?
It's ebony.
What color is that?
Ebony.
What's ebony?
It has a red hue.
It has a slight red hue.
I don't know if I like it.
Fuck you. Frank was upset.
What?
He was upset because he was like, oh, I thought I would have been a little bit more shocked, but it looks pretty good. I like it. I was like, haha, you weren't shocked. I can totally pull this off. Which, granted, you didn't see me, like, done up. Like, my hair's a mess because I haven't washed it.
A mess right now?
Yeah, I haven't washed it.
She was being lazy all day and wearing her pajamas.
I was. I haven't even changed from what I slept in last night. I don't give a shit.
She barely even wears bra today.
And I color my eyebrows with the stuff.
Lots of boobs
sweat. So that my boobs don't sweat. Gabby talked about that too. She said her boobs sweat. My boobs don't sweat. They're not big enough to sweat.
Yeah, they're not big enough to sweat. That's why she needs that boob job.
That's why I need that boob job.
Right, but
start a GoFundMe account.
She wants a boob job.
I told you how to do it, but you don't want to fucking take your shirt off on camera.
I don't want to take my shirt off on camera.
You can wear pasties.
That doesn't do any. All that does. My nipples are the best part of my boob. Why would I want to cover up the best part?
All right, well then don't cover them up.
Because the best part, like I was saying earlier,
you don't have to cover them up.
I have good nipples. If I had like.
All right, show those nips.
No.
Show those nips.
No. They would.
That is the only way you're getting to win.
Not by showing you, first off. That's not going to get me to win anything.
Well, Frank wouldn't be able to see him because he's not.
Anyway, so, like, I darken my eyebrows so they match a little more, and it makes my blue eyes pop.
Oh, blue eyes pop. All right.
You're supposed to say something nice to a woman.
Oh, my God.
Any woman.
You have great eyes. I'd rather see your boobs, but it's time to go. I'm so glad we were here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good night. Did you already stop it?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I'm playing the song to add the outro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this session of blurksick. Have a good evening.
Boobs!